This week's starting lineup for the Cleveland Browns on offense, Joe Thomas, Joe Patodio, the Northern Furniture Guy, Super Pimp,
I just saw him Saturday. I don't know.
Wayne Dawson, from St. Vincent St. Mary, LeBron James.
He doesn't even play football.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
He's coming home.
He's coming home.
I didn't sign up for this.
Okay, you still need a quarterback right here.
Yeah.
Brian, me, you need that.
Sit down, Brian.
Yeah.
Sit down, Brian. Your name was not called.
Sorry.
Another edition of Inside Cleveland Sports. I'm here with Tank, Lowe, Jameson, and I'm Sean. So,
Oh boy.
where can I go?
Everywhere.
I guess another disappointing loss this week.
It stings.
Hey, I know
Stinks, man.
it was a hard one.
Yes, it was.
What's your thoughts? Let's recap the game and give us your thoughts on this.
Oh man, where to begin? The Indianapolis Colts. They actually tried to give us that game yesterday. If anybody noticed, we had Andrew Luck threw interceptions. And we had some fumbles. Shout out to Josh Scribbs. And then our offense, they didn't click out. They didn't click at all. The defense stepped it way up. We had Leonard, who had 2 interceptions, a couple tackles. You just had an all around good game.
I'm adding on to what Tank said pretty much. I don't understand how we had this loss. The defense had 14 points put on the board by themselves.
Yep.
So, once again, we're always offset by either one being better than the other. We can never have the duality of both. I'm just disappointed. This was a game that we had to win.
Yes,
we could have won this. And this is a statement game. Indianapolis Colts? Come on, man.
One of the better teams in the league.
Exactly.
Right.
And they played so bad.
For me, I mean, this was, a Seahawk-esque performance by the defense yesterday.
I agree.
I mean, my
arguably
goodness.
the best.
Exactly. I mean, since '99, I haven't seen the defense play this good, and especially one man and Jim Leonard at the game that he had.
That's a career surging game for him.
Tell me about it.
Backup safety, like I was saying before, safeties in Mike Pettine's system always play well.
They do.
Jarius Byrd, when he was with Buffalo. I mean, he's a prime example of it.
I agree.
And Taj Gibson.
Taj
He was
Gibson
about
as
to
well.
be a Pro Bowler until he got hurt.
Yeah.
But, one thing that I was focusing on, I don't want to go back and try to, keep downplaying this man, Brian Hoyer. I just felt like...
It'll be okay, Jason.
I just felt that, I felt like him and the coaching staff just gave away the game. They were the main faults for this game, for giving this game away.
They let us down big time.
I remember it was a play right where we could have been up by at least by a touchdown, by 2 touchdowns actually. And he throws it right to the end zone. I think he was looking for Jordan Cameron, and he throws it right, and Mike Adams interception.
He telegraphed that.
Of all people, Pop's interception. Really.
All the people in the world.
Right.
Former Browns.
Who do you guys? What other things? what do you think about our coaching staff right now? Like, because I felt that Indianapolis wasn't a good run stopping team. I felt we should have ran the ball more.
Yeah, we should have. And actually, we were running the ball really well in the first half, and then they just kind of shied away from it. It's kind of like they wanted to give the ball, like just they wanted to give this win to them because they couldn't stop Crowell. And Terrence West was getting like 3 or 4 yards, but Crowell was going down 6, 7, 8 yards. First downs and everything. They just kind of run away from that.
I mean, pretty much. I feel like they had the steam and they had everything in motion, and it's just like, why steer away from something that's working right?
Exactly.
And then we've always been a team that's been based off good hard nosed running. Right. So why steer away from that? And then now you want to throw the pass because the play action isn't working. Now you want to throw the pass. Everybody knows what you're doing. You play action every other play.
Exactly.
So what are you? Come on, man. Seriously. I mean, he looked dead at him like, huh, you? Okay. Indianapolis, good job. Like he was actually in cahoots with him or something. I don't know what's going on.
We're going off what they were saying. You know, Indianapolis has a 23rd ranked defense in this league. Vontae Davis was out of the game. They lost. I believe they lost one of their linemen in the game as well, and we still struggled against them. And you just can't do that now. They do have an explosive offense. I give you that. Like I saw our defense stepped up, but this offensively, what happened? I mean, when we started out this season, our offense was amazing.
Yeah, and we didn't even have.
Just took a seat back.
And we didn't even have Josh Gordon.
Right.
Well, the interim. Do you think the game plan for Hoyer, and you think that's taking effect? Like these teams now have a time to have
it
game
might
plan?
be. Yeah, it might be.
They know what his weaknesses are.
Yeah, they look like
play
they've
action
exploited
enough.
him pretty much
and
and taking advantage of him.
So, but it's just I don't know. Like Andy Luck, he didn't even play a good game.
He really didn't.
You know, it's just I don't want to
keep. There's no word.
We can go.
This game.
We can go for hours about this.
Right.
Yeah. It just made it seem like for the AFC North, now we're last officially, and now all the other teams are tied up.
Yeah.
But let's move on to something else, something a little bit more happier. Ohio State.
Yeah. Buckeyes.
Congratulations to Ohio State. Did the committee get it right?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Even though I still don't like the playoffs, I still don't like the college playoffs, but yeah, they did.
Yeah,
I hate it.
You like the BCS?
What's the difference?
There is no difference really, except
you got a point.
I mean,
you can favor 4 teams now.
Right.
There should not be anybody picking who goes to the national championship.
Yeah, it's kind of the famous historians from the cool schools that they went to that they sponsor. Well, Oregon should go, but you went to Oregon 40 years ago. So what? They should go. Yeah, come on, man.
I kind of like. I love the committee's pick, but I didn't really like how we got to get those picks. If that makes any sense to you guys, like how we had to go through all this turmoil. Did you guys Did you guys like the way everything went down?
I didn't like the way that we got the injuries and everything, but I like how they every injury we got, they stepped it up. Then we had the passing of one of the players. I think he was a linebacker. They stepped it up even more, and they just
next man up
demolished the number 2 defense in all of college football this year.
Oh yeah.
They brought it to those big teams, like with Michigan State, those top teams, Minnesota, then Wisconsin. They stepped it up.
They did.
I believe with that last that blowout win, it just made it deserving for us to get inside.
I agree.
Icing on the cake.
Yeah. Plus TCU lost to the people that were behind us anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Well, let's go. Well, now we play Alabama, which is Urban Meyer versus Nick Saban. 5 rings together, all together. Give us your thoughts on that, guys.
It's going to be a hard-nosed football game. Like, I've been wanting to see Alabama and Ohio State play for the longest, and finally got to see it in the playoffs.
I'm not an SEC fan, to be honest with you. Really not.
None of us are.
I'm not either. I just think the matchup is good.
I mean, it's a decent matchup, but it's like people are just this hype. Well, Alabama. Everybody that came from Alabama are usually mediocre players in the NFL. Huh? Oh yeah. Shouts out to you. Yeah. I mean, I'm rooting for Ohio State, but I don't think it's going to even be a match, to tell you the truth. That's just my opinion. We had the better athletes, and not only that, we come from a harder conference. I believe in the SEC. Out of the SEC and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe that we're going to get this game. We need to get that SEC monkey off of our back.
Yeah.
So this week, we beat Alabama. Big bad Nick Saban. I think we'll have it. I don't think Blake Sims is that good.
I don't think they are either. I mean,
he's more of a running back. He's not really
is.
much of a quarterback to me.
If you guys look at last year's bowl games, SEC lost majority of their bowl games.
They always do.
I think that prowess of the SEC actually being like the dominant conference is kind of slowly fading away.
It's scared
and
because
I'm
they
glad
just
about
got
that.
a lot of speed. That's it.
Right.
Well, I mean, they can train all year round. They can
Right.
train all year round and they have good weather. I mean,
They don't want to come north.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
God forbid them come north.
Let Alabama come play Ohio State here in
No.
January.
God, no.
Well, let's move on right now. I'm gonna hit this question specifically to Low. We're gonna talk about the Cavs. The Cavs win streak.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
oh man, I'm so elated. Like I told people before, these guys are a playoff
Go Cavs.
champion caliber team. When they're on 6 win winning streak. I mean, you can't complain, and they're beating these teams in impressive fashion, like people thought that they were. You know, they finally are clicking on all cylinders. They have the transitional defense. They have great D. Everybody's playing 20, 30, 17.
Even Deion
Playing their part.
Even Deion's playing his part.
He
He fell back and he was like, you know what? I just want to get a ring and I want to contribute to this team. So I'm elated about this. I'm excited for it. 6-7 games.
Where are we at in the standings right now?
Top of first.
Top of first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That's
Coming for you, Bulls.
Coming for you.
Mike Miller even stepped up, man. He disappeared for a while.
I know.
Yeah,
Hopefully
he's a
he's
role
back.
player though.
Yeah,
I don't
he
expect too much out of those guys.
Playoffs.
And not only that, these guys are supposed to be the players, the vets.
Right.
So they're coaching these other guys to get to doing what they need to do on the floor. So I can appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, the last thing I want to talk about, and I want to direct this question towards Jameson, the Indians. I know we got a big signing right now. Who is the signing? And give me your thoughts on that, Jameson.
Well, the Indians just signed, I'd say, maybe one of the biggest bats in free agency right now. Brandon Moss. He's another lefty, unfortunately, which I don't like. I believe he had 239 last year, but he had 25 home runs and 52 RBIs. So, I mean, this guy is something that we need. It does mean less bats, maybe less playing time for Nick Swisher, who I hope we
Thank
trade.
goodness.
I don't really know that puts David Murphy. Maybe we'll platoon him with Brandon Moss. I'm not really sure. But I think this is a big move. I still think we do need a right-handed bat, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're done. But this is huge. This is definitely huge for us. We need a big bopper. We needed that since Travis Hafner. And I think we may finally have it with Moss.
I agree.
He's still young.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, good job, Indians. I won't talk bad about the Dolphins or anybody else anymore. I'll take it. I will
Still
take
got a
it.
long off season.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Winter meetings
boy.
just started today, guys. Winter meetings just started.
First move today. Get it out the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that about wraps it up for Inside Cleveland Sports for this edition. Make sure you guys give us your questions.
Ask questions.
Ask questions. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Ask questions.
And follow Inside Cleveland on Instagram at Inside Cleveland. Inside Cleveland signing off. Everybody be safe.
Yeah.